I'm Michelle from MEOWEY.COM and welcome to my plan with me. This is last week's spread, which was the Beauty Bunny kit, and this week I'm filming January the 30th until February the 5th, and I'm using the coffee kit and coffee kit add-on from my Etsy store and MEOWEY.COM. Then I got started by choosing some washi tape that I thought would complement the kit, and then I've just zoomed in, so let's get started. I'm always so drawn to glittery washi tape. I really like this dark brown glittery. It reminds me of the coffee and just the way it sparkles. I thought it looked really attractive and be a great starting piece for the top of the spread. This week I wanted to put the Be Thankful box right at the top instead of lower down, so I thought it would go perfectly underneath the glitter. Then I moved on to fill in the top section of the flag next to Jan. It's a really cute donut pattern with little sprinkles. Then I went on to choose the polka dot in mink and grey, and I wanted to put 2 of these down, so I cut them to size as I wanted to overlay with the habit tracker, just to keep an eye on my cross training, as I do like to try and do this most days for at least 30 minutes, so I popped that down on top. Then I went in with some more of the gold brown glitter washi, which is from American Crafts, and then I popped down the hydrate and also went in with some really cute yellow stripe washi. Even though the colour doesn't exactly match the kit, I really like the way it brightens it slightly and adds a bit of a fun feel. I then went in with some more polka dot and straightened that up as I noticed it was slightly off, and then went in with a couple of cute icons on the bottom. I absolutely adore this little coffee jug and thought it went really nicely with the cube. I wanted to add a few more deco stickers at the top, so I popped on the little latte and also the coffee bag full of treats and also another cute cube. After popping these down, I went on to do the Monday date header. Then I also popped down some more yellow washi and also a strip from the add-on kit. Then I went with an ombre circle from the additional deco kit that's available on my store and website, and I just popped down Plan With Me film for the first part of the Plan With Me. Then I added the But First Coffee full box with the cute little quote. Unfortunately the colour went a little crazy on the camera as I was adding the orange washi, which I decided to remove. Luckily the colour rectifies itself in a moment. I then added some deco strips from using my deco pen, then added a little cutlery header and another header underneath, and then layered with a half box, this time with the cream sprinkles. I placed down a header with the star as a reminder, and then some more yellow washi tape. After cutting this to size, I wanted to place down a little cat yoga as a reminder to do yoga on Monday evening. Unfortunately the box above was a little bit too close, so I moved that upwards just to fit in the yoga cat, and then placed a little brown heart next to the cat just to finish off the little space. I decided to complete the washi tape at the bottom. I chose this bright orange as I thought it brought out some of the colours in the kit, especially the sprinkles, and then wanted to go with the polka dot and also the glitter washi. Then I moved on to Tuesday and added the header at the top. Once I'd placed the date header, I added a to-do header. Unfortunately my camera cut out at this part, but as you can see I added a half box, a little flag, a cutlery icon, checklist, and just made a few notes. Then I added a polka dot header and a pink header and layered with a donut flag, which I thought was super cute. And then I just wanted to fill in the little white space on the side as I wanted to make a note of getting the car washed. So I decided on a little pink flag and then layered on the car icon. After I'd made my note, I then moved down to the grocery cap because I needed to pick up some groceries, so I cut some of the brown glitter washi and then placed over the top the grocery cat. Moving down to the final section of the full box, I placed down some more washi tape and then also added a little cutlery icon to make a note that we were going out for dinner that evening. I just placed a little one of the hearts to fill the gap at the side. Then moving on to Wednesday, I placed on the date header and also added some of the yellow washi. After cutting that, I placed down one of the headers and wanted to make a note that it was bin day. and it was the recycle bin, so I popped down a coffee flag and wrote down bin day. I tried to use the deco strip, but unfortunately I was a little bit slow using it and it distorted the coffee symbols, so instead I placed over a full box with the coffee beans and then placed over a half box with the little coffee and also the cute donut. After making a note to pick up some treats while I was in town, I then moved on to the box below. I trimmed a coffee checklist and was just about to place this down when I decided to add some of the glitter brown washi. After I trimmed this to size, I placed that in position and then popped down the coffee checklist, but I realised that would hit one of the header boxes, so I decided to add some yellow washi and then place that down, which it overlapped slightly. Then I made my notes. And I was going to add a heart next to emails, but unfortunately this didn't fit, so I added some spectacle glasses instead. Just to fill the gap above the little glitter strip, I added a cute little cup with a face. Just as a reminder, I placed down a star header and just wrote down charge cam for camera. Then looking over the cute bath time MEOWEY stickers, as I wanted to relax in the evening on the Wednesday. After choosing the bath time cat, I then decided to layer this over a header and chose a creamy star header and then placed over the bath time MEOWEY. So this is a view of the Monday to Wednesday so far. I'm just completing the date headers at the top to finish off. See you on Thursday. Right, it's Thursday now, so I'm just zooming in on the Thursday header and I'm just going to place the date header in position. Once I've done that, I went in with some yellow stripy washi tape and I was just cutting that to size. Once I'd got that in position, I then decided to put a to-do header above, and then I really wanted to use these adorable sugar cubes, so I decided to make a note on the sugar cubes strip. After placing it down, I then added a little bone from these cute bubble stickers that I used last week and just wrote down Apple's Meds, as I needed to pick up Apple's medicine from the vets. Then I placed a polka dot strip below. Unfortunately it wasn't exactly straight, so after I realigned that and was happy, I added another strip underneath and then also a donut sprinkle full box with the cute cup. This was to make a note of filming the Plan With Me 2, so I just wrote that underneath with the planner icon. Then I used another one of the sugar cube strips to make a note of some design work I needed to get done, and then underneath that I just wrote print and then used a cut symbol from the coffee kit and just place that underneath for print and cut. I was then just deciding which headers to use and I chose the pink one and to layer this with a glitter. Then I wanted to use the donut flag, so I'll place some polka dot washi below, place down the donut, and just to fill the little gap at the side I was going to use a heart, but this didn't quite fit, so I decided to go with the thumbs up and then just wrote blog to do some work on the blog. Then I needed to check my emails before moving on, so I just popped down check emails and a little pink mail symbol. And I wanted to do some reading in the evening, so I wanted to use one of these new cute cat reading icons that are new to my store. So I placed down the yellow washi tape, and then this week I'm reading, which I filled in, which was Chaos by Patricia Cornwall, and just made a note of that. But there was quite a big gap above the cat, so I popped down a location icon and then popped the cat back down and then just put an arrow to show from my emails I would be reading straight after. Then I placed the Friday header in position and went straight in with a half box, but decided to layer this over a glitter strip. So after placing the glitter strip, I popped down the half box, which has the cute coffee background and the little donut with the sprinkles, and wrote down and popped down the Love You transparent sticker. Then I added a cutlery cat and made a note of what I would be having for lunch, and cut a note box down to make a note of a few items that I needed to do on the Friday. I placed down a polka dot strip, and after getting this aligned straight, I then moved on to a full box with the pink donut sprinkles and cute coffee cup, and just made a note of a design project that I'd finished, and then wanted to use a cute cat transparency sticker just to show that I was happy that I had finished my project. Moving on, I placed some polka dot washi tape at the bottom of the full box for that day, and then placed movie night, as I was hoping to chill out in the evening and watch a movie. And then I thought this cute little hot chocolate coffee cup went really well with it, as I'd be having a hot chocolate in the evening. On the Saturday, I put down the date header, and I put the little coffee flag in the corner, and then also placed down Sunday. I wanted to layer a couple of bits of washi tape below Saturday and Sunday, so I placed down the polka dot one and also the orange coloured thinner tape below. It was a little bit difficult trying to get this straight and in position, so I trimmed it off a little bit as well, as I was going to layer over the weekend banner flag on top of these. Once I trimmed it off and I was happy with that, I then placed on the weekend banner. I decided that there was quite a bit of overhang on the banner, so I thought it would look a lot better with another polka dot strip just underneath. After removing the weekend banner, I then placed down the polka dot and trimmed that to size. Once I placed the weekend banner back on, I was a lot happier with that, and then moved on to Saturday. I went with some more of the bright yellow stripy washi tape, and I trimmed that down. And then I needed to add a don't forget sticker, as I had a lot of cleaning and tidying to do because we had friends coming over in the evening, and I wanted to make sure the house was nice and tidy. I used one of the little running around rabbits, as that's probably what I look like when I'm cleaning the house, with my hands in the air running around, darting from one room to another, and I put don't forget and tidy the house. Then I put a little bow sticker so it looked nice and neat and tidy, and finished it off. Then I moved down to the box below, and I was just looking over the stickers because I needed a checklist, so I chose this coffee checklist and just wrote down a few things that I needed to do with checking the food, as we had the friends coming over, and I made a little grocery note with the grocery circle just next to some of the food I'd noted down. I then went in with a lighter coloured header, and once I'd adjusted this so it was straight, I then added a ombre large header underneath and layered that up, and added a little cooking cat with the little hearts. I was just looking over the stickers to add next, so I added a cutlery sticker, but I noticed it was quite low down, so I moved both of these up so I could make space for the full box below, and just placed that down and then layered the ombre over the top. I just made a note of cooking dinner, and then also that we had friends coming over at 6 p.m. Then I added a little heart to finish before moving on to Sunday. And we were actually travelling back to our hometown, so I popped down some glitter brown tape, and I needed to remind myself to pack my suitcase because we were staying over, and I often have to take a lot of things with me. Then underneath I wanted to use one of the little sugar cubes and made a little list just next to the cube flag. As we were going back for a dinner birthday meal, I needed to remember the gift. I then decided to place down some yellow stripy washi tape and also a little cutlery header, as we were going for a birthday meal. I added the little treat bag, as we were planning on taking some little birthday treats with us, some little cupcakes and cookies. Then I went in with a couple of polka dot stripes just to form a larger box, and then placed over the little donut flag, which I really wanted to use from the kit because it was just adorable, and then put down PWN for Plan With Me Upload, which I plan to upload on the Sunday evening. Then I placed a gold ombre header with 4 little cats, as I was seeing my family in the evening, and I just thought it really represented spending a nice evening with family. I then finished off the Thursday to Sunday spread by just finishing off the washi tape at the bottom and layering exactly like I had done on the Monday to Sunday page. Once I'd got all the strips cut to size, I simply stuck these down and then finished off with the brown glitter tape from American Crafts. I really like all the colours from the kit and I'm super happy how this worked out. I love the glitter poking through in areas. I'm such a magpie, so I definitely like a little bit of glitter, and the pink, it just goes so well together. I really hope you guys like this week's plan with me, and I'd love you to subscribe and give me a like or comment below. Thanks very much, and hopefully see you next week.